Welcome back, everybody, to the UR Pod usage rate. If you haven't already, make sure you zip onto Jibber's Hot Sauce Instagram page with the discount code UR15 to get 15% off some of Australia's best hot sauce. How are we, Baz?
I'm excited this time. Usually I'm going well and being good, but today I'm excited because we're talking about the Jackies.
You're real up and about,
I've got the Jackies. I've got the Jackies jumper. I've got the Jackies scarf rolling with me. I listened to your Jackies pod earlier today. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's an interesting one we're going to discuss. The Tassie JackJumpers.
Absolutely.
It is interesting.
Yeah, and we've got the Simon McVeigh jersey up here. So for people that aren't in the tipping competition yet, that's first prize. So make sure you get on that via the Usage Rate Pod Instagram page, and have a look on the link tree for the tipping competition there.
Yeah, right. I did listen to that earlier as well.
Brilliant. Let's have a look at Supercoach.
Yeah, they're an interesting one because the Jackies tend to, where other teams look to go, this is our starting five, you will play 30 plus minutes, and then this is our bench and you'll play 10 to 15. The Jackies, and Scott Ross has always said this, he'll play the hot hand and he'll play what's working for him. So if you're a star and things aren't going well for you or it's not your game, we've seen last year, for example, Majet, he had a off game. They weren't doing well when he was on the court. Majet played literally 5-10 minutes that game. So that kind of happened for a few games in a row until he integrated himself back into what was their winning lineup. So the Jackies are hard because they go so deep. Everyone's going to get minutes. Everyone's going to play. So it can mean those cheaper option guys, if they have a hot game, you're going to see them go up in price. So it is interesting. So I'm going with who I think is going to be my essentially Bryce Cotton. And when they signed this guy, I originally thought it was Jordan Crawford from Washington Wizards. And then obviously, as you do a bit more research, you find out that he played in the same league as Doyle, where he was the leading scorer in that competition. So this guy's a proven bucket getter. And I don't want to hear this, he's small, he's short. He's a bucket getter. So I kind of believe that if you're under 6 foot, then you're classified in that short category. So Bryce Cotton's in that category. He's just 6 foot and he can put up buckets. So I reckon you look at Jordan Crawford here, he's going to get you buckets. He's going to get you points. They're going to play faster. He can score. He's going to take some heat off Doyle. If you think Doyle and him both play in the Turkish league, there is no way that Doyle signs a 2-year contract without vouching for this guy. So there's no way that those conversations didn't take place. So therefore, I think this is a pretty fantasy-friendly game, and I like Jordan Crawford. He's starting on my team, and I'm so excited to watch this guy play. I can't wait. We got glimpses, and when he got on a bit of a run in those preseason games, you got excited. You're like, he's got the ball in his hand. He's going to do some step backs. He's going to do some floaters, some fancy passes. So, I'm riding this Jordan Crawford one pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. He was really exciting to watch in the preseason, and he can score in multiple ways. He's a willing passer as well. He's obviously not going to get a heap of rebounds, not going to get a heap of steals, blocks. But I think him and Milton Doyle are going to be a really strong 1-2 punch. And it's just going to depend on who's on the night. So looking at their fixture, they've got one game in the first round, and then they've got 2 and 2 after that, and then 1 and 2. So I think there's no way he's going to have 2 games in a row where he's not scoring 20 plus points and probably having 5 assists. So straight up, you're looking at 30 points out of him there. And being that import price, he's $277 and the break even of 24 for one game. So you'd think he would go up pretty quickly in those first few rounds.
Yeah, so we spoke about a few times. We spoke about it in 2 episodes previously, but quality of league. If Doyle's going over in that Turkish league and averaging around, he was hovering around the 14 points mark. For Jordan Crawford to average, be the leading scorer and hover around that 19 mark, he's going to be able to translate down here. So I'm excited. I can't wait to watch him play. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and we obviously know about Milton Doyle, looking for a similar sort of input from him this year as to last year. So probably don't need to talk about him too much.
He's a tough one. He's priced at 334, which might turn a few people off, but he had some triple doubles last year. He gives you a across the board contributor. He's smooth. He gets some steals. He's probably one of those ones we talk about that can contribute over multiple categories. He's definitely someone on my radar. I don't have him in currently, but that's purely based off price and how my team's structured at the moment.
Yep. But you certainly wouldn't blame someone for having them in there.
Nah.
Sean McDonald.
Yeah, I've gone with him. Oh, we've both gone him.
Yeah, we both like him. So he's priced at 129, is it?
Yeah, 129.
Yeah, and I think he's going to play more minutes than he did last year. He's got that increased confidence, had a really strong NBL 1 campaign after being nominated in the finalists for most improved last year. So Scott Roth trusts him. Obviously, they're pretty thin on the front line. On the perimeter, I think, after Crawford and Doyle. You're looking at him and Madut being the backup guards. So I think he'll play a high amount of minutes and the ball will be in his hand with the second unit.
Yeah, I certainly agree. And with that price being 129, he's a little bit cheaper and he's going to find those minutes. And if he can get you a bit of a hot streak, you saw in the preseason games, he was happy to take a fair few shots that may or may not have been there. So he's a confident player. If he plays 2 games a week and he has one of those as a really good game, you're going to see him go up in price pretty quickly. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy to select Sean McDonald with that price. Obviously, you can go, do I go Sean McDonald at 130 or do I say 15K and go next star? If you want a bit more security, you can go with the McDonald pick.
Yep, like it. And the other one that you're pretty keen on?
Yeah, I like Drimmick because I think he's the perfect replacement for Matty Kenyon, but a better offensive player.
Yeah.
So I think that Matty Kenyon carved down quite a nice role down there. Whether that was because Steiner was injured for a fair bit of it, but I think, Drimmick, we both said it. We hated when the Jackies played against him. He's going to be one of those blokes that you hate him when he's on the other team, but you love him when he's on yours. So I'm all for watching what Drimmick can do. His mates with McVeigh, he's going to buy in. And I think that his price, a little bit of an intriguing one. He's priced at 200K. So he's a bit in that awkward price range, but obviously if you save some money elsewhere, I wouldn't buy him if picking Drimmick. He's going to get you some steals.
Yeah.
I think that there's 2 other picks which I didn't really mention when we had a chat earlier, but if Marcus Lee's going to get more opportunity with Magnay injured at the moment, even though we have no idea when Magnay's back, but Marcus Lee's going to play more minutes than he did at Melbourne. That's a fact. He didn't play very much there. So if he gives his similar input to what he gave in Melbourne, plus he's got an extra few minutes to do that, you're going to get your boards and your blocks from him. So he could be an intriguing one. And based on Krislovic, now in the leadership squad with McVeigh and Steindl, Krislovic had a great preseason and his stats really, I know it's really hard to gauge. They played at pretty much two Melbourne teams that don't count, but he did have 2 really good games there. And good games are good games. He's in there. He stayed on. So he's a little bit cheaper. So he might be someone that people might look at. Only priced around the 136 mark. So he could be someone, if you're looking for a bit of a safer pick that's not a next star, we wouldn't blame you for going Krislovic.
Yeah. I'm going to oppose your opinion on both of those, given that Magnay's looking like he'll be ready to go round 1. So he's gone from potentially being out for the season to being pretty much ready to go round 1. He's on the plane, or he's touched down on the Gold Coast, so he'll be there for the Blitz. Probably won't see the court, but he'll be there, which is a really strong sign that potentially he could be training with the group. And then I think something the Jackies are obviously really big on is their culture, which we saw with Hughesy being vice captain. I don't think that role defines playing time for the Jackies. yes, he'll go in and he'll play hard for his. I don't see him playing more than 10 minutes a night though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't dribble, because that will lead to a fair few. The other one, which is really like interesting, is Steindl was injured for a fair bit of last season. Like, what's his role going to be when he comes back? So, yeah, I do agree that certainly, the Jackies, the roles that the players play and the minutes that they play is going to fluctuate, and it is going to be about who's playing well on that night. And you might get some low scores from your players, but you also might get some high scores from those blokes you don't really expect.
Yeah, definitely. Rightio, mate. Well, thanks for the quick 10 episodes, and we're pretty excited for the Blitz. It's an hour and a half till game time for the Jackies tonight, and we'll obviously this will come out after or during the game, but we're pretty keen to tune in, and we'll get the calculator going and keep the numbers rolling out on the Instagram page as we go. So hope everyone enjoyed, and you've looking forward to a good NBL Supercoach season. Thanks, Baz.
Good luck. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Hughes.
Bye for now.
Bye now.